They're about to duel without having very good footing. Got this. Hey everybody, welcome back to Simple Diversion. I'm Graham.
I'm Rob.
I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. We got a special whiskey for you today. What are we talking about here?
We're talking about the Johnnie Walker Blue Label.
She's looking at me. So a little bit of history about Johnnie Walker. In 1819, his father passed away, and within the year, the family farm sold, and Johnnie Walker used that money to buy his own grocery store.
Oh, wow.
And back in the day, a lot of grocers used single malt whiskeys, that they would sell, but the taste was never consistent. And John Walker was kind of a perfectionist when it came to that, and he wanted more out of his whiskey. So what he started to do was he started taking the whiskeys and blending them together, and he came up with something that was more consistent and tasted very good all the time. And this became a very popular thing.
So Johnnie Walker died in the year of 1857, and it was actually his son and grandson who are actually responsible for establishing the Johnnie Walker brand. And it was actually between the years of 1906 and 1909 where... And it was actually between the years 1906 and 1909 where Johnnie Walker's grandsons helped expand the line and actually created the colored labels. In 1909, the slogan, "Still Going Strong," came to be. And that is also what the man in the logo, the picture on the bottle with the cane, symbolizes.
Remember in our last video where we talked about anybody with a cane is badass, so that's
Oh yeah,
sweet.
I mean, come on, Miracle on 34th Street, I will say that again.
It almost looks like he's running with the cane too.
It does, he's
really,
striding, man.
he
He's
need the
walking
cane?
quick. Yeah, does he? Why do
It's a 25-year blended Scotch from Ayrshire, Scotland, and it's between 40 and 43% ABV, and it's a blend of some of the earliest and rarest whiskeys around, making it a pretty hefty price tag for one of these bottles. We've done some research and found anywhere for $175 to $250, so depending, it's not something you're gonna buy every day.
From what we've heard, from what we've read, it's actually 1 in every 10,000 casks that this actually comes in. So very,
pretty
very
rare.
Yeah.
The other cool thing about this bottle is it's the actual square bottle.
Yep.
And the reason they made the iconic square bottle was they could fit more of them into the same amount of space as the rounded ones.
Yeah.
And they also found that they had less broken bottles because they fit tightly
Oh, wow.
together and they didn't,
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So that's pretty cool, and I really do like the square bottle to it.
I do too.
It looks
Gives it its own look.
Yeah, very
it's
elegant.
almost like the Bushmills square bottle.
Mm-hmm. I'm ready to give it a shot.
Are you?
I
Ready
am.
to give it a sniff?
I'm ready to give it a little taste test. You don't want to spill this stuff.
No, you don't.
Well, first impressions, it's a golden amber.
Wow.
Not too dark, not too light.
Yeah.
Nose. It's got kind of a mellow,
Very mellow.
mellow aroma to it.
Yep.
Sweet. Kind of a dry smokiness with maybe a little bit of sweetness on
Yeah.
it.
See, I'm getting more of the sweet with a little smoke.
Maybe a little bit of a nuttiness.
Let's give it a shot.
Drink with care.
Cheers.
It's very good.
Very good. So I'm getting a little bit of honey, maybe some oranges.
I taste some sherry, and then on the back end there's just a little bit of smokiness to it. Maybe even a little bit of like a dark chocolate.
Yeah.
Not much, but
I'm actually getting some type of chocolate with that as well.
it's a very
Cocoa.
very unique taste to it. Again, it goes down really easy.
Mm-hmm.
There is no harsh bite to it whatsoever.
Right.
It's just the sherry and then the smoke,
Mhm.
but not a whole lot of smoke.
Yeah, it's different, that's for sure. Now, is it worth the price? I don't know. A lot of the purists wouldn't say so. I know a lot of the purists don't like the blended and don't believe that the blended should cost this much. But it is definitely different and definitely, to me, worth the price. Would I ever, purchase it? Probably not.
Yeah, and it has a rich, long finish to it with some of the smoke still in the throat. But
it does.
Compared to like the Lagavulin, it's nowhere near as strong.
Nowhere near as smoky or strong, right? But I would say the Lagavulin has more of a lasting flavor.
Yeah, and it has a little bit of a touch of spice to it as well.
There is a little spice. I actually enjoy that. Something that is interesting on the blue label is there's actually a serial number on each of the bottles. It's in red, you can see it. And so every bottle has its own number, which is really cool in my view. And the bottle itself, it has a tint of blue. It's blue glass.
I like that a lot. That is really cool.
And that's what makes the blue really, really awesome.
You know, there's this tab, and it's like magnetic, and it just kind of opens, you know, so you have some history, you know, in there, and then the bottle sits right in this foam display.
Yeah, and there's also some history on the back as well. Some stuff that we might have not have talked about, maybe a little that we have. And you know, this bottle here does have a cork where the black label just has the screw on top.
Yep. So it's
now does that do anything, or does that just make it fancy?
Fancy.
Okay.
You know.
Okay, what would you kind of rate that?
Out of a 10?
Yeah. What would you rate the Johnnie Walker Blue Label? And how would you compare it to the black label? Is it worth the price difference? Would you say it's more worth like $80 range? What would you say?
Out of a 10, let me just take my last swig.
Oh yeah.
Out of a 10, I would give it a 9.
Okay, that's good.
And it's very good. It's got a mixture of everything in it. You know, I think it's very easy to drink, which kind of is a problem because you're paying so much.
Yeah.
I'd almost like it to be a little harsher, so I'm not drinking it so quick. Would I buy this? No, I would not. And that's just because of the price point. It's great to have, you know, try it once, but it's not gonna be in my price range where I'm able to buy it. So I would stick with, you know, obviously my Lagavulin or, you know, something along those lines, Macallan.
Yeah.
But I would definitely urge, if you can, try it. It's really good.
Yeah. I mean, if this was more the price range of Lagavulin, I would rank it up there to about the 9.5. But because it is so expensive, I expect so much more. But because of the price, because I'm thinking of all that, I would give it about an 8.8.
And, you know, if this thing came with like maybe 10 Funko Pops, you know, like packaged up into it, then I'd probably buy it a little bit more often. I would go that route.
But it's definitely, if you guys want to give it a try, I would, you know, maybe wait for a friend to have it. Maybe if they have it at a special occasion at a bar or somewhere, maybe, I don't know,
if you're on
Christmas
a
party
work trip, you know, and work's paying, you know, then definitely try it.
Give it a try if you get a chance. I wouldn't go out and buy a bottle yourself. And yeah, that's just my opinion.
I mean, you can drink it straight. You can. Some people dab a little bit of water in just to kind of release some of the flavors.
And they say you can put it on ice too, but I don't think I would do that.
Waters it down a little bit too much. Yeah. But the other thing they said is have a glass of water with your glass of scotch.
It'll bring out the flavor more.
Have a sip of the scotch, then have a sip of the water, and it brings out the flavor. So that might be something we want to try too.
Yeah, interesting. And I do know that back in 2005, they had a New Year's special edition bottle. I looked that up online. Go ahead and do that yourselves. It's a very, very cool looking bottle, but I actually like this bottle more.
Really like the bottle.
Yeah.
It's really elegant and
it's definitely a bottle that I'll keep.
So I have water here.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna try this out. So I'll take a sip of my water. And then I'll sip of my scotch. And before I drink it, I'm gonna leave it in my mouth a little bit and kind of chew it and get all the flavors on my tongue.
Okay.
It works.
Does it?
It's a little bit sweeter actually with a little bit more sherry.
I'm gonna take some of your water.
You just turn the cup so that, there you go.
I will try and chew it as well. I'm not sure I know how to chew.
Chewing it just means like you leave it in your mouth. You're not just swallowing it, you're breathing and you're letting the aroma hit all the sides of your tongue.
Wow.
You taste the difference?
Wow. That makes a huge difference.
It's very good, but I just cannot spend the money to do it.
It's tough to do.
it, but
Special occasion,
it's
sure.
Good. We would like to try the other labels so that we can kind of distinguish. Maybe there's like
Would you compare it to the black label? Would you say this is better than the black label that we had
definitely
before?
better.
Okay.
I mean, it's worth
I would say this is
more
way
than
better
the black. Let us know what you guys think. Have you had the blue label before? Is it worth buying? What
what are your
label
thoughts?
do you like? A different color label better?
Right.
I'd like to try the green or the red.
I would like to try the green, red, and the gold. I guess there's a platinum label too.
And the green might be a little bit more in our price range.
Yeah. Yep.
So, you know, we want to review that and kind of compare that to this as well.
Yeah.
And then we'll have more videos for you and our opinions. So please remember to like and subscribe.
Yes.
We want to get to 50 subscribers real soon. We're going to start doing raffles, you know, once we possibly hit the 50 to 100. Maybe some giveables.
Yeah,
some
absolutely.
Funko Pops, maybe, you know, a cigar, you know, something like
Maybe
that.
a couple
just to show
nice
our,
glasses.
Yeah, and
you know.
our appreciation. Maybe a whiskey gift pack. Please like and subscribe, and then you can be in that raffle.
Yes.
And let us know what you think, guys.
Yeah, let us know what your thoughts are.
And as always,
We'll see you soon.
see you soon.